everyone. Welcome to BizChicks TV. This is the place where you can find tips and tools to help you do business better. We're here to help you run a profitable business that's fun to run and to take the hassle out of your hustle. And today we're talking coffee conversations with the BizChicks. So we just want to invite you all to come in, relax, enjoy, get your favorite beverage. Let's have a little conversation about things that can help you do business better. What are we talking about today, Fran?
You can't teach old dogs new tricks,
Uh-oh.
or
Really?
can you? Or can you?
And and what is old? Is that a 6-month puppy? Is that a 80-year-old dog? I don't know. You know what I mean? I guess
Yes,
it's all
old
relative.
is relative, right?
Hmm.
S-
Hmm.
So in context to this, it talks about, so how do you teach an old dog new tricks?
Hmm.
Okay, you've heard that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You
Hmm.
can, however, you can influence them to drink. And how would you do that? Put salt in their oats.
Oh my goodness.
So if you salt the oats, that influences, uh, it makes them thirsty, and
Hmm.
then you get them to drink. So you can uh, get, you can lead a horse to water and get them to drink, and
Okay.
you can teach old dogs new tricks. So, um, so how do you teach an old dog new tricks? You make sure the tricks are fit for the dog.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Oh, are what are the the right incentives?
Hmm.
Do they like treats? Do they like to play? Or are they prey driven? What is in it for the dogs? So
Mm.
you are rewarding the effort. You know, you praise the dogs when they get it right. Be patient throughout the process. So, what's an old dog anyway? An old dog is a mind that is stuck.
There you go. Hmm. Hmm.
Its thoughts no longer support you or your dreams. Um,
Um,
and uh, and so the thoughts that you're thinking, or I'm going to use myself, if I'm the thoughts that I'm thinking are no longer serving me, like I
hmm.
can't do that. I can't is an old dog. I mean, is an old thought that doesn't serve. I can really do anything I want to do. If that means I have to hire somebody, or if that means I got to learn a new skill, I can pretty much do what I want.
Hmm.
Are you willing to do what it takes to get to do what you want, though? See, there's a thing. So,
There is a thing.
right, are you willing to invest the time, the money, the effort, the collaboration? What to do new things or to do new tricks? You might need to involve some other people,
Mm.
right?
Okay. You might need to expand your support team.
Right. You may need to do some things differently. Okay, so technology could be new tricks for people.
And, and what about your learning style? You may have to change not just the tool,
Hmm.
but the style. Maybe you were visual and now you're more auditory. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? But you haven't really figured that out. But you like listening to the book rather than reading the book for whatever reason.
Right. And you may need to hybrid. You may need to listen to the book while you are reading it in
Mm-hmm.
order for you to gain a understanding more quickly,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you got to make sure the tricks are fit for the dog. Knowing how you work and knowing how, like, some people are not incentivized by money.
No. Mm-hmm.
They're like, you can offer me all the money you want to, but that is not my motivation. Some people want recognition. Some people want
Appreciation.
appreciation. Uh, you get to decide what's your motivation.
And you know what this reminds me a lot of is the book What Fills Your Love Tank. Different things make different people happy.
Mm-hmm.
So some people need compensation, some people need recognition, affection,
Mm-hmm.
uh, attention. So different people, like you said, have different responses to different input.
So you need to know what motivates you when you're trying to learn new things.
Mm,
New
hmm.
tricks are just new things, new way of doing it. AI is on the scene now, so oh, okay, it's a new thing, and
Hmm.
it can be learned. People are learning it, people are using it, and people are profiting from it.
Hmm.
Um, so, how are you motivated? By reward,
Hmm. Hmm.
fear? Because fear is a motivator too. Oh,
Yes.
I don't want to. I'm going to do this because insurance is a company that is motivated by the fear of something happening and not being prepared.
Okay. Hmm.
And you don't want to think of it that way, but a lot of things are motivated by fear of missing out. Oh, I got to have these shoes because everybody's buying them. If I don't have them, okay, why do you need to have them too?
Hmm.
There's a fear of missing out.
Mm.
So, um, or, uh, or is it pleasure? Are you motivated by the end of this? I get to get myself an ice cream, or you know how a lot of times you do something and you get a. I'm going to reward myself with. I'm going to
Yes.
watch a movie, or I'm going to do something. Okay, so you motivated by the reward.
Hmm.
I'm going to finish my homework so I can go out and play.
Basically. Basically, yeah.
Mhm.
So what makes you move forward in terms of learning something new? Or is it just the satisfaction of learning something new?
Right, and here's the more you learn, the more you earn.
Hmm. Hmm.
So the motivation for learning something new again goes back to a lot of people. I want to make six figures. Some people that does not motivate them. They want to help somebody, so
Okay.
that motivates them. I like helping people, and there's that's sometimes the issue for the people who are motivate to help people. They are sometimes reluctant to take a paycheck.
Yes. Yes.
Just because you want to help them does not mean that you should not take compensation.
Mm,
Get paid for what you do well. Help people and let them compensate you, or let somebody compensate you for the effort. Um, and maybe that's a new trick for you, getting
yeah.
paid for your services.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, I have a German Shepherd. Her name is Tessa. She is motivated by play. She has a blue frisbee and she just plays with her blue frisbee. And you can do, other dogs will come up to her. She ain't dropping the frisbee. Other people, oh, she's cute. She's not dropping that frisbee. She is motivated by her toy, her blue, her blue frisbee. Now, if we want her to do something,
Hmm.
um, we can tell her to sit and use the frisbee as the motivator, and she will, okay, I need to behave because I'm gonna get my frisbee. I get to go play. But you understand what I mean? You need to know what motivates you. What will make you get up and do the thing you said that you're going to do?
I wonder how many of us really know ourselves.
Oh, well, there's a thought.
Are we paying attention to ourselves? And what makes you go to the gym? What was it that got you up in time to go to the gym before your day started? Or are you sleeping in? Is something going on? You know.
Because all of these things, there's motive behind everything that you do.
Mm-hmm.
You are motivated by something. What is motivating you? Uh, what moves you?
What moves you
Some
to take
people,
action?
right? What motivated you to get into this business that you're in?
Hmm.
Mm, I
And a
don't
lot of
know.
people think they have to have this big altruistic um, motivation. I want to save the world. I want to, you know, whatever. You're in business to make money. That's okay. that's
Hmm.
that's why people go into business.
Right. So, we
Maybe.
talked about fear being a motivator.
Hmm.
And okay, so fear can
How
be a
about
very powerful motivator.
a lot of people
It'll
go? Go ahead. Go ahead, friend.
either the to avoid negative outcome or consequences. It could be fear of physical harm, a fear of failure or embarrassment. Oh, I don't. I would be mortified if that happened to me.
Hmm.
Well, there's some stuff that you won't do because that would be mortifying to you if you did that.
Hmm.
Even though that thing, it could be very in your best interest, it could be a big benefit, but you won't do it because I don't want to be embarrassed. There are a lot of people who don't act or sing. They got a beautiful voice but won't get up on stage because they are in, I don't want to be talked about.
Hmm. I don't want to be in the front.
Right. When they have a gift and they're afraid of being embarrassed. What if I trip on stage? What if you trip while you're in the house? What's the difference? Get up.
Hmm.
So there are reasons, people stop themselves from doing things because of different things that it just, what is holding you back, bottom line, what's holding you back from moving forward? um Pleasure or gratification, another motivator. uh
Hmm.
and enjoyable experiences, fulfilling desires, seeking happiness, uh, and satisfaction. Yes, I did that. I crossed that off my list. I did that, and there are some people who travel and they check the boxes off of where they've traveled. Well, there are some people who's like, okay, I accomplished that goal. What is it when you reach a particular spot. I've achieved a goal of, maybe you started out as a
Morning, Dr. Fauci.
CNA, and now you are a LVN. Then you went to your RN. Now you're a CCN, and you're moving up the ladder. You're everything short of a doctor
Hmm.
because you didn't want to actually be a doctor, but you did want to help in the medical field. So those accolades along the way
Hmm.
propelled you.
Yes. Good morning, Dr. Fauci. Uh-huh.
Um,
Yeah. I,
so
you
what is the motivator? What's in Dr. Tachi is here, as Terry just said,
know.
and so Dr. Tachi is a dancer. She is not afraid to get on stage and move.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us have dancing in our hearts, but we're
I
just
love
not
it.
on stage. We're not
Okay.
going to do it. Like dancing, do I like it enough for me to get on stage?
Mm-hmm.
But what is that? Am I self-conscious? Am I don't want to be embarrassed or looked upon like something is not right, or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
That's a motivator. Who knows? I could have got paid for something. And did that when did that change? Because normally kids are outgoing and play, and they're not reserved and shy, pull back or anything. They
Mhm.
just go for it, right? Kids will
Yes.
jump off the building thinking if they think they can fly. No inhibition. But
Hmm.
I believe as we grow older and become an older dog, you'd be like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And you don't have to, but you do need to know why you're not doing it.
Yes.
So, rewards, we talked about rewards, money, gifts, recognition, praise. You know, there are some people who just want to be like, yes, I want everybody to see that I got this trophy. Okay.
Hmm.
Trophies do not uh, excite me. Have you
And
ever,
most of them are plastic anyway.
right? Have you gone into somebody's office and they got all their certificates and everything on the wall? I was like, I got a bunch of certificates. They're sitting in a box. They're not displayed on the wall. That's just not me. I'm like, thank you for this certificate. Thank you for uh, acknowledging what I've done.
Hmm.
But I'm like, okay. But some people have stuff displayed in all their office for other people to see what they've done. Not that it's a bad thing. That's their reward.
Hmm.
That's their um
Morning, Mark.
that's their makeup,
Mark
right?
says, yes. Mark says, hi, older dog. I hear you. I hear you. Oh my gosh.
That's their thing. That's their jam. I want
Yes.
people to know what I've accomplished. Okay, that works for some people.
Well, I
You
know
yeah.
when I worked for the government, they had so many certifications that after a while I just started just posting them on all around my cubicle because it seemed like when it was time for an evaluation, nobody remembered that you had these skills.
You
Okay,
had
maybe we need to
you had all of these things that y'all gave
call the
me.
store. I went and got some frames from the dollar store and just start putting them. Next thing I know, everybody start posting their stuff when they got it. Cause it's like, hey, we had to take this class. Okay, and pass it. But the evaluation says that I'm just average. Whoa, wait a minute. So there are other motivational reasons for why people do the things they do.
Right. And so we're talking about, can an old dog do new tricks?
Mhm.
Yes, an old mind can learn new things if it's properly motivated. I was listening to somebody, and you got to figure out the what's going to make them feel like doing it. Remember,
Yes.
we early on we talked about you can get a horse to drink, you can lead them to water, and you can incentivize them to drink if you salt the oats.
Hmm. Hmm.
They'll want to be thirsty. Oh, I need to drink. So what's going to make you thirsty? What makes you thirsty? What
Hmm.
makes you move in a way that's going to keep you uh, on track for what you're doing? And maybe you need to let it go. It could be a thing. Um, so we're thinking about, uh, you know, gamification works where people, okay, if you collect what is it, the Monopoly game pieces
Yes,
from
the
McDonald's
Monopoly
or whatever.
pieces. Hmm.
I was like, whatever, if you just give me the check, or you know.
Okay, do you want a piece? Or Grammy, what did you get? And I was like, okay, whatever. People, uh, also you find that a lot of times people try to insert games in learning. You find
Hmm.
trainers have tricks that they play to keep you awake, icebreakers at events, so that you can talk to other people, get to know one another. These are all things that motivate people, that help people learn or do things that will help them learn other things. It's just,
Mark said, someone salt my oats.
oh my
And
God.
maybe, okay, with Mark's comment there, you might need to salt your own oat. What are you going to do to make you feel like going to the gym, to make you feel like learning a new class or learning a new skill set?
Mhm.
Because the more you learn, the more you can earn, the more you can accomplish. What are you going to do? What motivates you?
Mhm.
One of the things you want to be patient through the process and be kind to yourself as you learn new ways of doing things, especially with AI, which is the new kid on the block, right? You need to take your time and learn through that. Now AI is available on most phones, computers, and things of that nature.
Mhm.
So maybe you need to get back in there and learn your computer. How does the calendar function work? How many of us have actually taken the time and sat down and understand what buttons to push on our PCs, laptops, tablets, phone, desktop, whatever? Do you know how to use the thing? Because it could be frustrating when you go in to access some new training or some things of that nature and you don't know where the buttons are, right? Um, for instance, Terry and I, we were working on something and we needed to access um, passwords. Did you know that Apple can save your passwords? Um, they've been able to do this for a while, but they made it easier. There's companies like LastPass and one password, and things of that nature where you can have one password and all your passwords are stored. But if you have a Mac, you can do that right from your Mac or your phone or whatever and have all your passwords with you at one place. But if you don't take time to play with that or learn that, it makes it a little difficult when you need that. And now you have to learn a new skill set before you can play with another thing that you're trying to learn. Um, I would encourage you to take a day every week and play with your tech, play with your computer, play with your phone. And when I say play, I mean tool around in there, push a button, you can't break it.
Mhm.
Go play with it because you're going to need it. Learn how AI works on your phone. How does it connect? Apple Intelligence works with Chat GPT on your phone, or it works with Gemini. You can get Gemini on your phone. TJ showed us how to do that.
Mhm.
So you can have a conversation with Gemini on your phone. So you have all of these tools to our availability, and you may have an old mindset that needs to be, I was going to say tricked. It needs to be
Reset.
reset because you cannot, the thing that got you to where you are now is going to keep you where you are now. In order to move forward, you're going to need to learn some new things. You cannot stay where you are. You got to move forward. We were helping someone build a website and they were okay. WordPress used to be a thing. I found a new program. I'm like, what the? And you don't need to code. Terry, remember the
Mhm.
days when you had to code and then you had to do the CS files and all. I was like, oh my gosh,
I
just to get
remember that.
just to get the website to look like you wanted it.
Mhm.
No longer necessary. We don't have to do that anymore. They figured out a way that I can go in there, click, drag, drop, No, it's not Wix. Click, drag, and drop, and put it in there and get it uploaded. I can get a website done in a few hours rather than a few weeks,
Wow. Mm-hmm.
and put whatever I want in there as long as I have the collateral, meaning pictures and text and stuff that I need to put in there. I can create what I need to create in a matter of hours. What used to take weeks or months now takes literally a few hours if I have all the information that I need. And so, uh, but I had to go in there and play with the buttons
Mm-hmm.
and figure it out. I had to learn some new tricks. I could have stayed with, okay, well, I have to write this code and blah, blah. I was like, I'm not writing code
Oh my gosh.
or
Mm-hmm.
even understand code to put it in there. I don't have to do that anymore. And I can create a beautiful site because there's, that you should not have ugly graphics. Just saying your website should not be ugly. Your graphics should, they don't have to be ugly. And just because you don't know how to maneuver uh, in the back end,
Mm-hmm.
it's all over with. You can do beautiful sites and things now. And it's as good. I learned a new trick. I force myself to learn something new every day. Okay. One of the things I'm going to go learn, and I'll tell you about how that goes, is that you can control your iPhone with your eyes now.
Mm-hmm.
In
Mm-hmm.
the accessibility, you can control the menus and things with your eyes. I have to go and play with that, take a weekend and sit down and play with it.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm golfing and need to learn something new, a new swing or a new something, I have to take time or I have to make time.
And then you have to practice.
Yes. You're not going to do it one time and remember, what was that? Where did I push the button? No, you have to put in the practice. So, old dogs, old mindsets have to we need to make sure that the proper motivation is given, and then we're going to need to practice because practice does not make perfect. Practice makes permanent. And if you're
Mm-hmm.
practicing wrong, you're going to have something permanently wrong.
Mm-hmm. And that's true. Sometimes we have practiced incorrectly. That's why the expert comes by and says, maybe you need to raise your shoulder a little bit on that other side. Oh, okay.
Mark has a comment, and then there's the moment, and then there's the moment when you accidentally crossed your eyes and deleted your app. Oh, Mark got jokes. I'm gonna let you know it might happen, Mark. I'm gonna try and figure it out. But there's so many things. Did you know about all the accessibility features that are available? I was like astounded.
No, I
You
have
can
not been
talk to,
keeping up.
say again.
I have not been keeping up. I really do need to go back and take a look.
And there are probably things that'll be of benefit to us, things that'll help us get our work done with much less uh, toil, but we don't know what those things are because we are stuck right down this road where we're just okay. I'm going to keep doing this, and we're using 1980. Okay, I'm going to do 1999 uh,
Techniques,
reasoning
hmm
techniques and haven't moved on.
tools, etc. Hmm
Right. And that's why with them theirs, them X, what are they? The X, the
I
the
don't know.
the
They
uh
got names for
the
all these different ages and stages.
right, the Gen Zers, they don't get me. Why do they not like thumbs up? I don't know, but to them it's an offense. So are you still using a thumbs up
Mm-hmm.
when you're talking to a Gen Zer? Or are you trying to figure out their language? There's so many new tricks that we need, and we just need to make sure the tricks are fit for the dog.
Mm-hmm.
The tricks are a right fit, and we
That
need
the
to,
motivators are correct.
and the motivators are correct. You can't push somebody's will like with Mark said I solved the problem by not talking to Gen Z. Oh, you have to do what you if if you want to be a person of influence, you
Hmm.
got to figure out what the people want. What motivates them? What motivates you?
Okay.
So yes, you can teach a dog new tricks. Yes, you can lead a horse to water and influence them to drink. That's the takeaway from here. It just has to be the right motivation. So hopefully we've motivated you to hit subscribe and
Mhm.
give us a thumbs up, or put on your notifications so that you can get more information and content like this from BizChicks. We also want you to become a part of the BizChicks community. You can text Biz to 33777, or you can simply go to bizchicks.net and get on our Substack. Reach us over there on Substack. Did you know that you can go live on Substack now?
Oh.
We'll play with that to see
Mhm.
if we can go live at, if StreamYard will make Substack one of the
The
destinations.
nations. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is something, okay, again, we're learning new things. Uh, Sometimes we are forced to pivot. Remember when we were on all them other, was it B
Places.
Lives
Mhm.
and Blue Jeans and Blab? We was on a lot of stuff, but we were forced to pivot.
Mhm.
That we had to learn new tricks. And so you're going to get an opportunity to learn new tricks, and you don't want to become fossilized, um,
Mhm.
and not keep up with the plan. Remember, we are here to help you take the hassle out of your hustle. So come back, learn some more, and just come share what you've learned as well, because we definitely want to hear from you. Hey, long time no see. How are you, the educated natural? Tell us your first name, because I can't see your picture in the icon down there.
Mhm.
Um, so
We are
let's do
just
it.
so happy to have you in our community, and we celebrate you.
Yes, it's good to have you all here. Kim, hey Kim,
Hey, Kim, how have you been? Great to have you.
welcome back. Glad you are here. All right, so it's Monday. You guys got some things to do if you are taking a break, because some people thought um, March 17th or today was a holiday, and I'm not understanding what holiday. It is St. Patrick's Day, so it's a holiday for somebody.
Mhm.
And
Especially.
March probably knew, because in Chicago it's probably a holiday.
Oh, I'm sure this weekend they turned that river green.
Right. So
Tradition.
they had a nice 3-day weekend. So if you're continuing uh,
Celebration.
your celebration, celebrate safely. Um, but find out what motivates you, because you can teach a new dog old dog new tricks. And we will see you next week. Tomorrow,
Bye-bye.
TJ will be with us. Make sure to follow Mark Ward for the 4-minute mark,
Mhm.
and Dr. Tachi for Media Scope and
Indie soup.
IndieSoupMedia.tv. The river is, in fact, green, Mark says, but it's not a holiday. Sobriety is an option. Okay. Thank you,
All right
everybody.
then.
Looking forward to our next time together. Stick around. Friday is going to be a blast. And so we will see you real soon. Thank you,
Bye bye.
everybody.
Bye
Bye
bye,
bye.
everyone. Oh my goodness.